Good morning to you. It's a late morning here and very warm and sunny and soft and gentle breeze. It's very pleasant. We just started here on the Kirkcaldy section of the coastal path leading to the tower, and we'll walk along that way, and we just stopped here to look at some of the plants that grow along the side here. Well, we have lots and lots of brambles. Lots of brambles, the white flower here. Known as blackberries as well. Blackberries. They produce a nice fruit, and which people make jam with often, you know, or just eat them, wash them and eat them as they are with a little bit of sugar on them if you're Scottish. Okay. You don't want to catch hold of that. It's very spiky. I suppose you could say it's a Scottish thistle. Nettles. I think they're quite common and well known. We've got plenty of those, but not so many that they'll sting you. Here. These are blackthorn or sloe bushes. These are blackthorn or sloe bushes. They produce a fruit which is kind of sharp in its taste. Oh, this is interesting. This is I think people call it red campion, kind of proper name for it. But it was known to me as a kid and from my mother that it was a ragged robin, which was kind of a nice name for it, you know. Ragged robin is a nice name. And I recalled yesterday, I was thinking about this walk and how it might be, and I recalled that we had a new teacher come to the village school, and she told us that this was red campion, and I didn't know that. I only knew it as ragged robin, and I thought I'd been robbed. She took the name away, and I just realised that's what colonisation is about. Anyway, we'll go on a little bit more, shall we? What I know about this one, that it's very much like a cow parsley, but it's not. This one I used to collect with my sisters when we were children along the sides of the roads in sacks and feed it to the pigs. We had some pigs, so we called it pig plant, and I've always known it as pig plant. I don't know what else it is. There's quite a lot of these that have this sort of umbrella top on them, the flower heads that are like umbrella. Like I say, cow parsley has it, hogweed has it. Quite a few have that. There's another one here, for example. Yeah. They're called pig plant, not only do the pigs eat them, but they actually smell like pigs. If you smell the flower, it smells very much like pigs, if you know what pigs are like and you know anything being around them. Yeah, it's got a pig smell to it. Quite a pleasant smell, not unpleasant. This blue one I know is wild geranium. I'm sure it's got lots of other names, but that's what I've always known it as. Wow, look at that. Oh yeah, I noticed the bramble bushes. So many with the white flowers, all up over the bank beyond. So many brambles. And that turned into the nice blackberry fruit later on, which we saw earlier on the journey. Daisy, often known as the moon daisy or oxeye daisy. It's a pretty flower. makes another interesting point on the walk. This one is a teasel. It's a young teasel, just sort of setting out in life. This top will become large and prickly and brown. It's a little bit prickly, but it's not too bad. Yeah, it's nice. We might see some mature ones a bit further on. We've got lots of these. Everyone's got lots of these. I think they were brought from America back in the 19th century and planted here as a garden plant, and they just escaped and they're everywhere. It's the Rose Bay Willow herb. We call it the Rose Bay Willow herb. It's pretty enough. The flowers aren't completely out yet, but the whole top comes out. It's very pretty, and it produces lots of fine down with the seed. The seeds have a fine down, and the wind carries them, and they just blow through the air. It's quite pretty. Yeah, this is there's another one here. I can show you there. This is the plant, the leaves here, and this vine of a climbing plant. This is the flower of it. It's the honeysuckle. There's some more. You can see it down here perhaps better. There you are. That's the honeysuckle. Again, sweet smelling, very pleasant. And that's one that's not opened up yet. Oh, look at that. Oh, the white rose. The wild rose. Somebody wrote down, let's see. The little white rose of Scotland. It smells sharp and sweet and breaks the heart. Very romantic, especially for so many Scottish people who left these islands and went to Canada and Australia and places like that, especially during the clearances. Lots of people left and they're yearning for their home. It's understandable. Yeah, the little white rose of Scotland. Grasses, ragged robins, big plant, so many different types of grasses. Some of them are unknown to me, but they are very beautiful. Yeah, very nice. Somebody said that the other day that some of them look like rice growing. Pretty good. I've never seen rice growing, so I don't know for sure. But I believe them. Oh, there's a teasel. Smaller one. Over here, this is the teasel we saw earlier. It's getting bigger and bigger. It'll go taller yet, and the top will fill out. Just a very nice looking thing. A bit of a stranger, it seems like, in the landscape. Seems a bit different to everything else. But that's okay. Right. Yeah, the sea is very beautiful this morning, which makes this walk even more interesting and more enjoyable with the sun coming down. Look at that sea, it's absolutely amazing. And the tide is out at the moment, so you get this very wide beach with some rocks. If we were closer, we could see on the rocks over there, we would be able to see the seals. Got a few seals here. Yeah, that's quite common and commonly known to many people. Yeah, very high in nitrogen apparently. Some places they grow it on the fields and then plough it into the fields to increase the nitrogen levels in the soil, improve the crops. There's another rosebud. Oh, look at the pink in it as well. Beautiful, beautiful little flowers. I'm sorry, beg your pardon. This is a sign for the coastal walk, Five Coastal Walk, and you'll see them at intervals on your journey along the path. Yeah, that's something that always fascinates me. If you like being fascinated, this thistle has something on it. If you can come in close and look and see, it's called Cuckoo Spit. Right, this stuff is called. It's very hard to get around it because there's a thistles. That is known as Cuckoo Spit. Can't find it on that one. I'll try on another one. Here. Ah, there it is. There's in whoops. That spit is made by a little creature, a little aphid.
Hi!
There it is.
The right way.
There it is on my finger. See it?
It's an insect.
It's harmless. It's harmless. Absolutely harmless. It's a little, beautiful little creature, and it makes that spit. It creates that spit. I think it must be for disguise, to prevent birds from seeing it. It tastes nasty. I haven't tasted Cuckoo Spit, but it probably doesn't taste good to birds anyway. And it hides inside that, and you can see these little so-called spit from the cuckoo. Well, I don't know what. Well, people must have thought cuckoos did it. Well, I'm going to put him back. I'm going to put him back where he was. Well, he wasn't here, but that'll be okay. There's some spit there. Yeah, he probably feeds off the sap from the plant. Those over there covered in seeds at the moment. It's a duck plant, and doesn't seem to have much use. Farmers spend a lot of time getting out of the soil. They used to do it by mining, but I think it's all done with chemicals now, which is a shame. The only use it has that I know of is if you get stung by a nettle. If you get stung by a nettle, you can take one of the leaves off that plant, spit on it, and rub it on the nettle sting, and it helps the nettle sting go away. That might just be a chance story for children who've been stung, but it might work. The seawall here, since the past year, it seems to be such a large and intrusive structure. It was built, I think it was built to try and alleviate unemployment. Oh,
Did you have to make your
sorry here. You were saying about the wall, no? No. Just the wildness of this is attractive. It's very attractive. The wildness. So many different kinds of grasses. The minute blowing in the wind, it's very nice. Very dreamlike, I always think. We won't mention things up there at the moment. The famous buttercup. You see it? Are we on? Yeah? Yeah. I think it's a creeping buttercup rather than a meadow buttercup. But much the same sort of thing. Very pretty. And by the side of it here, something that I know as horsetails. I can pick one because there are lots of them. This, I believe, used to be a tree. Not this one, not this particular one, but they used to grow, these things used to grow huge, like trees, and they became the forests. They became the forests, which, with the movement of the earth and the plates and time, ended up deep under the earth, and they fossilized, and they became coal, and the coal seams were made of these trees. As I say, I call them horsehair. What is interesting, it was to pull the top out. You could put it back again, and you could do it with the next section and put it back again. So you reconstructed the tree as you took it apart. It's just that it's not in plastic. Find that interesting. Anyway, up here you can see, if you look here, this is a wild strawberry. You can see the berries and the leaves of the plant, the wild strawberry. But if you look up the bank, if you look up over the bank, you will see loads of it, lots and lots of it. It's very nice to see them. Yeah, wild strawberries. Hey, that's pretty up there. That white rose bush. Those geranium plants behind it, and then going up to the horizon and the moon daisies, and the grass waving above the moon daisies with the blue sky. That is very, very pretty. Yeah. This is a rose. I don't know which colour this one was. Oh, white. I think there's a petal still hanging there. I think this is a white rose, and this is the seed that it leaves when the flowers have died. And we call it a rose hip. And they are interesting because the pod is very, very rich in vitamin C. And if I can just get one open with my fingers, that's very tough. Yeah, if you can look inside, I don't know if you can see that. There are little seeds inside. See those little seeds? And each of those little seeds is covered with very, very fine hairs. And if you get them on your skin in a delicate place like your neck or something, it itches a great deal. That was the trick as children, going around putting this on each other. Yeah. So, between a tree and a bush at the moment. It's elder. It's again a very beautiful flower that has a very nice smell. Yeah, it's very nice smell. And these flowers can be made into a cordial. You can make a cordial with these flowers. Very nice drink. And when the flowers have gone over and the berries are on the bush, the berries become little sort of purple blackberries, tiny, but they're very good for making elderberry wine. These are interesting as well. Yeah, you can make the elderberry wine and you can make a cordial with these flowers. Oh, they are nice. The thing is that the leaves are very bitter. Yeah, the leaves are very bitter smell. Try this. Try one that's open. That one's a little dodgy if you don't. Legend has it, old stories are that this was the tree on which Judas Iscariot hanged himself, and that's why the leaves are so bitter in the tree. I don't know if that's hard to credit as being factual, but these are beautiful. The seed heads on the grasses just now are so fine, beautiful. The other ones, different ones with different heads, different flower heads, flower heads and grass heads. Yeah, very pretty. If you look along this bank here, you just look at that, all that grass bending there in the breeze. Very, very beautiful. Yep. Sparrows in the bushes. Can you hear them?
Mm-hmm.
You hear the sparrows? This is Seafield. When it's fully grown and matured and kind of gone over, the leaves have dropped off. It leaves this head, this prickly head, which is not so. I didn't mean to do that. Here it is. It's fallen off. That's just, it's virtually dead. It's dried and dead. But that's the head of it. Teasing. I think it was in the country times. It was used for teasing wool, perhaps. Things like that. Sorry?
Flower arranging.
It's flowered already.
Flower arranging.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said it'll flower eventually. This thing, whose name I can't bring to mind, it's known to kill cattle if it's in the fields. It's poisonous. I can't bring the name of it to my mind. But you avoid that one. If you've got a cow, don't feed it that. Look at the sparrows again. In these bushes. Lots and lots of sparrows. What it's for. We didn't resolve that. You said the council had planted it or something. Coastal Path people planted it. I don't know what it is. It's a sort of plant I think you'd see in the Mediterranean. It's also by the seaside as well, seemingly. I've seen it before in different places, but I don't know what it is.
Purple oh yeah. Oh, planting. Quite a lot of that, quite common. Yes. It's in flower at the moment. It doesn't have any use as far as I know, apart from flicking it at people for amusement. This I know is Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb. Don't know its particular uses. Its uses it's very nice to look at and beautifies the landscape. Can't really ask much more of it than that, can we? It's doing a good job. Oh, this is the seashore that leads up to the tower. As you can see, it's all the way along. They're on a slope. Looking some see as we go along further, we'll look again across that one. And it's quite good, quite interesting. Excuse me. Oh, what's that out there in the water? So as we move along the path here towards the tower, this is a fair way to go yet, but you can see these outcrops of rock. Yeah, it's very dramatic, especially when the tide's coming in and the waves come up over those rocks. It's quite dramatic. One may even say romantic.